It's your second chakra.
Do you want to explain what that is real quick before I pass this around?
Your second chakra is 3 fingers down from your belly button. Right there. And it's orange. Should be orange. Bright orange. If you want to, while you're holding on to the color, kind of connect it and just imagine your second chakra, which is the center of your divine feminine. It covers things like your obviously your sexuality, but your creativity and your strength come from your second chakra. Warriors, passion, all those intense emotions come from your second chakra. Mm-hmm. And so to have it healthy, it has to be very vibrant and very bright orange, a beautiful shade of red, orange. Almost like, not quite as bright as an orange, but with a little bit more red in it, because your root chakra actually is that deep color red that grounds you. So it's really your center. It's your feminine center.
So it's perfect for what we're working with then, right?
For males or females.
Yeah, because I was going to say love is one of those intense emotions.
Exactly. Well, and even love of the earth and love of compassion, self-love, or love for others really comes from your second chakra. And women, especially when I do Reiki on women, I make sure that their second chakra and their heart chakra are in sync. Because a lot of times we use sex in exchange for love. Because one of the 2 of those is out of balance. And so I do that a lot with Reiki. So they're all connected, obviously, but your second chakra is your creative force. It's your divine feminine.
So I think that's great for what we're working with. So just when you're, use what she just told you and kind of like try and pull it in and connect it with this. And that way when we put it in, you'll be able to see the colorant flow out. You can see when you're doing it, try and visualize that sort of creative energy, and the energy she's talking about flowing out to the rest of the wax, and so that when it's going to permeate the wax, and that's what we're going to be working with. So just a quick little thing with this one too. And with my candles, because I know a lot of people are sensitive not only to the energies things, but also chemicals, especially in the pagan community, there just seems like people are just hypersensitive. I know I am, that's why I make my own like body products and stuff for a lot of the times, because my skin just breaks out like crazy. But
the wax wants us to chant to it.
You chant to it.
You go chant it, or well, wait, when we're done, we're going to mix it together, and we can all be in there.
Okay.
So my candles usually, I'll just use essential oils, but it becomes really expensive, and a lot of the times the oil will burn off too when you're doing, like when you're putting them in before you pour. That's why you put them in right before so it doesn't burn off. So a lot of people will add essential oils with fragrance oils, because I don't like just fragrance oils because there's no energy in that. A lot of people think, I don't follow this path, but some people do, where that you can heal and do different magics through like aromatherapy sort of thing without the use of it having the actual like basis of the medicinal or the magical properties with essential oils. But I have to feel where it came from an actual base when I use them.
Have a good night, baby.
So we are going to be using fragrance oils that way, because scent does draw things out of people. Like when you smell something, like baked bread or something, like, oh, my grandma used to make bread, and I remember it brings things to you, it evokes different emotions and whatever. So along with the herbs that we use, we're going to put the fragrance oil in, and then I do have some essential oils, but I don't want the essential oils to overpower or like clash with the scent. No, clash with the scent.
Okay.
Because you don't want a funky smelling candle. Just like sometimes you get incenses they're kind of off, and you're just like, it messes with your mood when you're trying to do magical workings. So we're going to choose, there's some of the fragrance oils that we have that we can choose from, so I'll let you guys smell them first, so I know that there's not anything like you don't have a bad reaction to it before we put it in a candle. And there's a couple that we can choose from. I know we have one that's just plain lavender. Most people are really good at lavender, because I feel like it opens up everything too.
Are we going to put this in the bottom of our individual candles?
No, we put it in the collective candle,
okay.
And then right as soon as we're done putting the oil in, we're all going to stir, and then we're going to pour our first pour, then I'll go into the rest of the class.
Nice, thank you.
And then, so then we have other ones that are named things like, just like, there's one that's just called like Love Mix or something, one's called Extreme. So I'm going to go grab a couple of those. You guys can, I'll put them on the table, you can smell them, and then we'll decide what the best feel is for it, and then we can each put a little bit in there, and then we'll stir it. We put the actual herb in too. So, do we put them on the table or do we pass them around?
Just pass them.
Okay. I wish I had coffee beans so that we can clean the scent out of here or whatever before you.
Don't we have some in the freezer?
I think we're okay. It does not.
Do we have coffee beans in the freezer?
Don't
This
we?
one's called Love Spell too. Let's see if we have.
Thought we did.
Okay, this is the coolest book ever. This is this.
I don't know whose book that is. I think that's hers.
That's Karina's.
That's mine.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I love
This
it.
one's nice. I like jasmine.
And then also, you can always blend different scents too, depending on your intent and everything. Like, because I know when people make incenses and stuff, you're like, oh, what is that? It has like a little bit of orange and a little bit of
Lavender
like
strong.
clover or something in it. So we can blend these as well if you think, if that's what you like. Depending on, unless you like the cinnamon by itself.
Jasmine's really nice.
The only thing with that,
Lavender's
that one's
very
cinnamon
strong.
spice. It might clash with the other ones. But we also have apple orchard. If you want to put cinnamon spice in apple orchard, so it can be more of like a bring in an abundance of things.
Yeah. The
So we have
lavender-
to choose between.
The jasmine's really nice and soft.
Very nice.
Yeah, the other ones are very strong.
Really, but it's gonna come out a little bit when we
Yeah. So if we put
put
that one in there,
because these are concentrated on. Yeah.
yeah, if we put that one in there, it'll be less when we burn the candle.
Yeah. Well, when we put it in, first of all, it's gonna be hot, so it's gonna like release some of it, and then it's gonna permeate throughout the candle.
It smells really good.
dilute
Thank
it.
you. I feel much better.
I actually like this one. I don't know which.
It's either
is a matching
jasmine or
cap.
the cinnamon and spice.
I kind of like the.
I don't like the lavender. It smells like,
All ladies.
yeah, it smells like a full lady's ass.
That's really
Sorry.
get the right one. Yeah, the one's
Remember,
kind of. You can tell the one's a fruity smell. Did we
language.
do Love Spell yet?
No.
Unfortunately.
This one kind of has
He
a
got
little
on
fruity
me
smell
on
to
it.
it.
Pretty good. I like the cinnamon spice.
So we have to choose one though, because I know with most of the stuff we put in are sort of like floral herbal. If we do cinnamon and spice, we can't mix it with anything else, and unless it's the apple orchard for more of abundance things. So.
Karina, this is really orange.
Okay, that's good.
Let me see
You
the
can use it as a crayon
That
if you
smells
want.
not too bad.
apple orchard first?
Yeah, here's cinnamon spice. Did you already get that?
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Maybe we should have added all that, but you can always dilute it more too.
I like the look
Oh
stuff.
boy, you're getting big, Miss Amy. Here. What's that all? Look. Yeah, isn't that nice? No, that's all.
You can pass it that one too.
Now, what's the purpose of the smell? Is it the chemical properties or is it the...
The smell is because I with mine I do it by the energy. If you don't like it, it smells like
Nauseous.
yeah,
Nauseous?
lady vomit. Okay. So that's why I wanted to smell them first. We don't just choose one based on its intent. The
I like that one.
that's where we do the herbs and everything first,
You do?
and we can also put the
Yeah,
oils
I
in
do
first,
too.
or
Well,
the
that's
essential
apple
oils.
orchard.
But it's not going to make it have
Put
a
it
scent.
together and you
So
like
it's going
it.
to have the energies already sitting at the bit like into it, and the scent is really just to give you a reaction, just like scent and smell. You know how your sense. Yeah. So even though it's chemical, but when you make your own candles, you don't have to add
I'm not too
the chemical
impressed.
perfumes.
This would be the two together, the apple orchard and the cinnamon
And
spice.
how much do you put in, Karina? How much are we going to put in?
That's a huge pot, so we'll probably put if we're mixing
I'm
two,
not really too impressed, but
we'll probably put like half of one, and then we're using two, we'll use like.
I
We
think
can always mix it, and then we can just.
we should
test
probably
it.
use those
Yeah.
too.
No.
What?
no.
Well, that's just two. Did you like it?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
I think everybody liked the jasmine.
Okay.
Jasmine?
I think everybody did.
Jasmine-
I love the jasmine or the love spell.
Let's go with jasmine.
Yeah,
I had a few
those two
negative
fruity.
reactions to love spell. Jasmine, everybody had a.
Let's go to
And
jasmine.
there's a lot of. I know you don't you use jasmine a lot in your practices, so.
The
This
love
is pretty
spell
good,
is
too.
too fruity.
Can I put this in
Yeah,
one?
fruity.
No?
That's too
Why?
fruity.
I mean,
Oh, I know, sweetie. I know.
sorry.
Okay, let's do that.
I have a fruitcake here. I'm sorry.
But dealing with the like
go
the
do your
scenting
illumination.
stuff, and knowing how fruity smells turn people off. That's what turned me off. Fruity smells always—they're very nice at first, but then after a while they get too sweet and they
Yeah.
get sickeningly sweet.
Wait.
There's like some like I can't do vanilla. I know a lot of women like vanilla. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating. Like it's too heavy for me. So a lot of women will like it. I'm just like can't deal with it. I'm a floral or like herbal scents. I don't do fruit.
I
and
think
don't do
jasmine's like both to me. Like jasmine's a real like any white flowers are
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I was
like
gonna say I'm like
it's like
perfect.
fresh cut grass. Like you know what I mean? It's that
Yeah.
same.
It
kinda-
opens up something for you.
Yeah, I like
So-
that. So jasmine.
Jasmine's nice.
Everybody wants to go and I can get a pipette, or we can just, if you feel like just pouring it, but I'm just worried about your skin. It's not really, if you have super sensitive, hypersensitive skin, I'll give you a pipette. If not, you can just pour it just in case it gets on you. I'm hypersensitive, so I'm going to use a pipette.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll start first. We can all just go ahead and we'll start now.